but when you see these characters and the way they move, the way they talk, the way they go about things, it's the best show on television, period. And I would not lie to you. I'm a person that watch a lot of TV, man. This is the best show on television to this day. And I promise you, once you start this show, you won't stop. Another character I want to talk about is Avon Barksdale, another kingpin. I'm not going to say when he comes into the show. I'm not going to say where. I'm just going to tell you he's a drug kingpin in the show. I'm naming certain characters I feel like is going to be important characters that you're going to have to stick with. Another important character is McNulty. He's a cop. He's very important in the show. Excuse me, trying to talk and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I done got me a little sip, Getting late, got the kids fed, So excuse me, Got the baths and stuff going, I'm a father, taking care of business. But that ain't important, Let me stick to the pod. But very important character. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to say again, the people I'm naming are characters that I feel like, and there's so many, I don't think I'm going to be able to name everybody, man. Because I'm going to tell you, you're going to enjoy the cops in this show just as much as you enjoy the drug dealers. Everybody. You're going to enjoy everybody. And I'm going to tell you right now, because I know there's certain people like, we don't fuck with cops, fuck the cops. TV show, they ain't rocking with the blah, blah, blah. You're going to watch this show and be like, you're going to be rooting for certain cops. I'm telling you that right now. You're going to have characters in here, like I said, you're going to hate and you're going to grow on. Then you might hate again. Then you're going to grow on again. But it's not in a way where it's like back and forth shit, like some Empire type shit. Them type of shows. No disrespect to Empire, but I'm just saying, this is a real life show. I'm going to tell you something like this. If the first 48 could be based on a show, it'll be this. This show is about drugs. Don't get it wrong. This show is about the drugs, the money, and the corruption in the system and the corruption in the streets. But the first 48 could have been based a lot. I ain't going to say based because they episode's supposed to be real, but I'm saying, though, when they first started the first 48 show, it could have been based off of this, but I don't know how long the first 48 been running. For all I know, the first 48 started before The Wire, so I'm just saying an instance as far as interrogations. Because my thing with the show is how in detail they are, man. That's what I'm saying. They're showing you how drug dealers move, how drug dealers do certain things, how a drug dealer reacts to certain situations, whether it's involving the cops, whether it's involving disloyalty within the group, whether it's involving a woman, whether it's involving how much money you making, how much money you take out, how much money you use to re-up. Stuff like that. And I'm talking detail, and you're not bored. You into it. And it's the same thing with the cops. You into it. Because you like, damn, these motherfuckers are not playing, bro. When they coming after you, they coming after you. And I'm going to give you an important line from this show. An important line from this show. If you are a crook, a guy that is one of the people who are disobeying the law, let's just say that if you are the drug dealer, if you're on the opposite side of the law, you just got to mess up one time and it's over. But with the cops, they can mess up a couple times, but they just got to get it right one time and that's it. That was one of them lessons in the show where it was like, damn, for real. Because you can get by the cops. For instance, for example, you might have a bad tag or something like, whew, ain't no cops after that. Or, whew, that cop wasn't paying attention to me. But the cop, that one cop, it might be that one cop just like, they might pull that tag, or they might look up that tag and know, that's out. You can get by a couple times, but a cop just got to get right one time, and that's it. And that's the thing about the show, man. It has a certain region where it shows you not only everything that's going on with the cops that's in the streets, it goes all the way into the school system when it comes to this, man. The school system and how it is involved with everything, the inner city school system. How kids might not be learning, but they still push to the next grade. Like, this show is above and beyond what it does as far as showing you everything that you would want to know as far as what's going on when it comes to drugs, what's going on when it comes to police, what's going on when it comes to kids in school, what's going on when it comes to it went into newspaper stuff, but I might have to go back and watch some of that more, and that's the last season. I didn't mean to get that detail away, but it's not really, I ain't gonna say it's too much going into anything, but the newspaper thing, because I feel like that's not important, because I mean, how many people really need newspaper nowadays? I think people still read newspapers, but it's so much technology going on, it's like, but back to the subject as far as this show, you're gonna get so many lessons from this show. So many lessons, man. I ain't gonna talk about the quotes. It's so many quotes in this show, man. But I'm just talking about the education of this show, because you already got your entertainment value, but the education of the show, like if you are a drug dealer, the hardest of the drug dealers, you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror after watching this show. If you are a policeman, upstanding police, corrupt police, you're going to look at yourself in the mirror if you watch this show. If you're in the government, if you are a teacher, if you're a principal, if you're a student, you're going to look at this show and have a train of thought that's different from when you was thinking before you watched the show. And this show is not just for gangsters. This show ain't just for police. This show ain't just for people in the street. This show is for everybody. Because the problem with drugs is a worldwide problem. It ain't just in a particular city, a particular area. Because if you notice, this shit like this happened a long time ago. And that's why you have all these shows. Even a show like Snowfall, it has nothing on this show. Nothing. And if you like Snowfall, and hear what I said, if you like Snowfall, you're going to love The Wire. You'll love The Wire. Once again, I just wanted to give my opinion on why I feel like you should definitely check out The Wire. Not just because it's a good show as far as entertainment value, but it's an educational show. And I feel like you definitely should watch it with your kids. I feel like that. It's got things in there, of course, they shouldn't see, but what they not seeing nowadays that they wouldn't see on that show, honestly. Because like I said, not around you 24/7. But if you have not seen The Wire, check it out. Don't let nobody give you any spoilers or anything like that. Watch it for yourself, man. I'm telling you. I promise you, you will love this show. Once again, this is episode 12 of the Low Key Podcast. Omar Coming. Holla at your boy.
Hold on to Jesus, and we'll be safe from Satan when the thunder rolls. But you gotta keep